Alrighty, so today we're focusing on writing inequalities from word problems, and we want to know what is the main difference between equations and inequalities. Well, we know it's a symbol. Instead of an equal sign, there's an inequality sign. Well, actually, how many inequality signs are there? Let's just go over it really quickly because there are four. There's a less than, there's a, writing this down in your notes, greater than, but then we also have symbols with the bar underneath, which is like half of an equal sign. So we call that less than or equal to. And then we also have the same when the symbol is flipped as greater than or equal to. So let's make sure we write those down because the most important part about a word problem is making sure that we read them very closely to determine which of the four inequality signs we are talking about so that we can make a true inequality statement. So as I read, I want you to keep that in mind with your mental movie. So Tariq is trying to save $265.49 to buy a new tablet. Right now, he has $40 and can save $38 a week from his allowance. When will Tariq have enough money to buy the tablet? Write an inequality that will generalize the problem. So let's go back and determine what is being given in the problem. Well, I see that he is trying to save this amount to buy a new tablet. So I'm looking at that as the total, right? That's the total that the tablet is that the tablet costs, sorry, a lot of T words. And then the second sentence says that he currently has $40 and can save $38 a week from his allowance. All right. Well, I remember that this kind of sounds like what we did with equations when we had a constant, right? A starting amount, and then our rate of change, oops, or our unit rate. Remember, something that changes each day, each second, each hour, and in this case, it changes per week. So I'm labeling that as our constant and our rate of change because the $40 is what he starts out with, and then it's changing $38 a week. Well, now that we have that, we're going to put the parts together to see when will Tariq have enough money to buy the tablet. That's part one. And then part two is to write an inequality that will generalize the problem. Okay, so I remember that we write usually our unit rate plus our constant and then our total, right? That's kind of the format that we typically do, and sometimes it could be subtracting as well. So let's go ahead and start off with our total, $265.49. And then our unit rate is $38 a week, and that's something that he's saving, right? So he's going to save that amount, $38 a week. Do we know how many weeks there are? No. So let's go ahead and label W equals week. So it's 38 times the week. But then we also didn't start out with $0. He already has $40 in his account. So we're going to add that together. And all of this has to be $265.49. Okay. Well, it's asking for when will Tariq have enough money. So we know it's not just equal to this amount. So looking at our inequality as it sits right now, which one would be the best fit? Well, if we said the amount is less than $265, so if I put the less than sign here, would that be enough money for him to buy the tablet? No, it wouldn't be. He would have to have at least $265.49. So what if we put the equal to sign? Then would it be true? Well, we want his money to be equal to that total amount, but it definitely couldn't be less than it. So that inequality symbol doesn't fit either. So I'm going to cross those two out. Those two aren't a good option. Actually, I'm just going to focus on the symbol and cross those two out. So now we have two more left. So what about the greater than symbol? Well, I know that it would be good to have an amount that's more than the total, but would it be okay if it was exactly equal to this total? Yes, it would. So we don't want just greater than. We would be okay with it being greater than or equal to our total amount because then he would have enough money to buy the tablet. All right, so we have now written our final inequality symbol, and we're going to practice solving them in another lesson. So I want you to really focus on how we write inequalities in our next problem, right? Labeling our unit rate, our constant, our total, and then deciding which of the four inequality symbols fit best. Let's try one out.